Hi, I'm Ginny, and I'm the Ads Product Liaison at Google. As an Ads Product Liaison, my role is to be a bridge between our advertiser community and that people who are working in agencies, they're working in-house as practitioners, they're working as consultants doing SEM for clients, and I'm helping answer their questions, understanding their concerns, their issues they may be having with particular SEM products, strategies, and bringing that feedback back into internal teams that are working on products, or working on communications, or working on marketing strategies. Some of the types of SEM that I've worked on are Google Ads, Microsoft advertising, social media, whether it's Facebook or Pinterest, Instagram, Snap, also Amazon. And every single one of them is a little bit different. There's a learning curve with each channel, but the fundamentals are still the same. It's still about reaching the audience and with the creative that's going to resonate with that audience. So one example I can think of that was really successful is, and it speaks to thinking about your audiences, was a campaign for a summer high school program at a university. So we had to think about the high school students that were potentially taking interest in their own summer activity, but also primarily thinking about parents who were looking for programs for their high school children. And so we had to have different approaches for those two audiences, and thinking then about budget allocation. Who's going to spend the money? Who's going to put the money down for that tuition? It's probably going to be the parents. And so not only did we think about it from a messaging standpoint, we thought about it from a budget allocation standpoint. Which audience is going to be most valuable to this advertiser? It's always so rewarding to see leads coming in, to see phone calls coming in, or if you're selling e-commerce, having the sales start coming through and those cart checkouts happen. So in this case, by appealing to both audiences and having a real strategy directed at both students and parents, but that strategy was heavily weighted towards parents, we were still able to bridge and make that connection between those two audiences. And that targeting was so critical to deliver incremental conversions or leads in this case, and drive a really successful campaign for this university. So some of the biggest challenges in SEM is that it's constantly changing. That's the fun part about it. You're constantly having to think differently about your strategies, how you're approaching the tools, and automation is playing more and more of a role in SEM. One of the most exciting pieces about working in SEM is the instant gratification and being able to see whether it's leads or sales or downloads, whatever it is, the action you want them to take, your prospective customers to take. Being able to see that happen in real time, near real time, is incredibly satisfying, and you can see the real impact that you're making on the business. When looking at people who I think are going to be really successful at SEM, the number one trait I look for is curiosity. You have to be curious. You have to be willing to learn. You have to be willing to come in every single day and look for the unexpected.